Hi, I'm Caleb Wilson at Carolina Sport Horses, and thank you for your interest in one of these little ponies here this week on Horse Bid. We have Yukon, AJ, and Cody, and so I'm just going to give you the same message for these guys. These guys are all extremely beginner-friendly, very safe ponies. You're going to see in the video their strengths and weaknesses. I do want to say that our ponies, our typical pony program is we sell them privately and I fully guarantee them. If you don't like them, you don't have to buy them. You can bring them back, I'll give you your money back. But when they're on the auction, it is a little different. So we do guarantee the reserve price. So if it's whatever the reserve is, if you're unhappy with the pony, happy to refund you that. There's no pressure involved in these guys. These ponies are very, very, very beginner friendly, very safe ponies. Your kid's not gonna get thrown off. Your kid's they're not gonna bolt and do crazy stuff. These are really safe, great ponies. So each video will show you unique things about each pony and I will narrate through there and be able to tell you more. But I just want to say thank you for checking out our ponies, checking out our videos, and wishing everybody a Happy New Year. Okay, so this little pony, this is AJ. A little bit about AJ. AJ came out of Eastern North Carolina. A good friend of ours had a daughter who was a 6-year-old getting into riding. And if you have followed our content for a while, she came to look at a horse named Corsica. Corsica was very safe and perfectly safe for her, but she was intimidated by his size. And so I encouraged the family to consider a pony. We usually keep some around for kids for that situation. And they took AJ with them. And they kept him for several months until their daughter became comfortable riding and she was ready to move up to a bigger horse. When they were ready to do that, they purchased another horse from us and AJ came back to us. So I do know a good bit about AJ's history. He's a great little pony. You can tell here in the video that he's really good with his feet and with basically, anything, just standing in the cross ties and letting the kids play with him. One thing is he is shod currently, which we will remove those shoes. When AJ was with the family in Eastern North Carolina, they shod all their horses. Their farrier liked to shod everything, and so he was shod. But I'll remove those. He's perfectly fine barefoot. So if you can see here, Reagan is tacking him up. 11.3 is a pretty good size pony. Reagan is 5'6", so you can kind of see size-wise, where she matches up with him. And the good thing about a pony this size is that, a mother or a trainer can keep this pony tuned up if needed or teach the pony new things. And it's still big enough for, like I said, a mom and a kid to ride or a trainer and a kid to ride. He can carry the weight and do a good job for the kids. Now, when we purchased AJ, we were told he drives. I do not have any wagons. We don't do any driving. But if you're into driving, he was sold that way. I want to tell you we've never tried it, but that is how we bought him, and I do trust the seller. So I feel confident that he's going to drive pretty well as well. Here on the obstacle course, I included, like if you watch right here, he kind of sidestepped there. I don't take things out of the videos. I want you to see that, every horse isn't going to be perfect with everything. If you looked at Cody in the background there, we had just done his little obstacle course video, and, he might not have took that little sidestep at the bridge. AJ did. But there's a difference in a horse being 12 years old and 5 years old. So you can see here, he's good coming down that steep mountain. He's pretty good, sure-footed on the trails. He doesn't mind going out on his own at all. He really is a good little pony. Like I said, she's 5'6", a 16-year-old, and looks just fine on the pony. A little jumping there. I will say that he is more than willing to jump the things that we put in front of him, but if you've seen our little Lumpy pony last week on Horse Bid, he's not that finished as Lumpy was. Lumpy jumped everything. He also was a 12-year-old pony and not a 5-year-old pony. So You know, those 7 years, obviously they learn a lot. So you can see him here at the walk. In this video, we do ask him to walk, trot, and canter. You will need either a crop or some spurs if you have, you know, for like a smaller kid to canter him. He is pretty lazy. He's not ever going to run away. He's not going to bolt or anything like that. But to get him to canter, it does take a little spur or at least a good little bit of leg. And also what was going on here is Cody is standing over where our gate is at. And I left that in there because I want you guys to see that, you know, if everyone asks what's something they do wrong or, you know, what's something bad, everything can't be good. I would tell you that one thing about AJ is he wanted to go back to the gate. He wanted to go over to where Cody was at while we were doing this video. And I left it in the video because I want whoever ends up purchasing him to know that is something that you may, you know, want to work on, is him not wanting to go back to his friends or not wanting to go back to the gate. And like I said, we obviously could have edited that out and no one would have ever known, but transparency is real important to me, especially with ponies. I have 5 kids of my own. I don't want somebody's kid to get hurt. I don't want to ruin horses for a kid by them having a bad pony. And everyone knows how quick that can happen. You know, our youngest daughter, Hadley, if you watch a lot of our videos, you'll hear me say that she's not super confident sometimes. That's because of a bad pony experience. We bought a pony for her. We were misled about it. It bucked her off the first day she got it several times. And we had, you know, send the pony back. She had fell in love with it. It just was a really bad deal. And we don't want that for anybody's kid. And so that's why we're really particular with our ponies to make sure that we're only offering really good quality ponies. Here's a canter video. You can see he picks it up real easy. But when he makes, you'll see when he gets back near that gate, he wants to go straight to the gate. And that's why, like I said, I left it in there because I want people to see, you know, that it's not always going to be perfect, but he's never going to be dangerous. This is going to be like, this is his most protest right there. That's the worst thing this pony's ever going to do. And so I wanted to leave that in the video because I want everybody to see that. But he continued going. He didn't pitch a fit. No issues at all. And that's Hadley that I was talking about. So she's really enjoyed AJ because she's got to spend a lot of time with him, riding him. He's great in the round pen. If you want to do lunge line lessons or round pen lessons, he's phenomenal at that. He is available on HorseBid this week. And so if you have any questions, you feel free to reach out to us, call us at any time. Happy to answer any questions we can. Appreciate you taking the time to see our videos, and thanks for following our content.